Brewery! There, we finally know the main character's
Brewery.
name. You need to cross the training ground to the data collection center and destroy all the students' battle data.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Is she extra tall now?
She was always taller than Erica.
Oh. That's not the right way.
Well, I can't go back that way.
What are you, some kind of idiot?
It's just some kind of gamer who likes to do things out of order. Blammo!
What are you, some kind of gamer?
Whoops. That was the wrong button.
Are you some kind of person that likes to explore?
Maybe. I don't know.
Do you have time for handball?
To explore the wonders of handball?
Oh! I sent you that thing.
Yeah, I forgot to comment on it. I was going to say, are you going to get it?
I'm planning on it, yeah.
Okay, good. We should definitely play that.
Yeah.
Hell, we should maybe even play that for this. That'd be
Sure,
kind of
that
fun.
would be really cool, yeah. It's a game.
It's a game.
For friends.
For friends. And it's super that it exists.
It is super. Oh, we're talking about Rolf.
Not the dog.
No, not the dog from the Muppets.
Just clarifying.
Yeah, Rolf. It's
Rolfing.
It's an improv technique, but now it's also a board game, kind of. Not board, but cards. You know, a party game. One of those things.
The advent of Cards Against Humanity has caused a lot of these types of games, I feel.
Yeah, yeah.
Rolfing was was essentially like the concept of how the card game worked anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it makes a lot of sense to make that style card game out of Rolfing.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is pretty much a thing that we do already.
Yeah.
Except
Mother Pfeiffer!
With prompts.
Yeah, like, it's giving you something to work with.
Yeah.
Like, it's how improv works.
Yeah.
Like, that's how live improv works. Give us a prompt, and then we'll make up the rest of it. Like,
yeah.
right in front of you. And half the reason of having that prompt is to show the audience that, like, we didn't bring that in ahead of time. You're giving it to us, so we have to be making things up now.
Yep.
This is not, scheduled, scripted.
This is not scripted. This is unscripted, uncut, uncensored, uncooked, unedible.
Off the rails, off the track, off the meds.
It's off the Mars. That was Rolfing right there.
It's off the Mars.
I did an M sound, and I had to go with it.
That is actually how I used to name characters in video games. I just do one
Rolf
letter.
it?
Yeah, I'd Rolf it. I'd literally, like, here's a letter, I'm going to start with this letter, and I just start making sounds until a name kind of came out.
Oh, that's cool. I was also thinking about how you make characters, or how you make Slade, anyway.
I make Slade all the time, over and over.
Yeah.
I've actually been intending, just for funsies, to go back into all the, like, major games I've made Slade in, get a picture of the character, and then make, like, a character chart of him.
That's a good idea.
Just for funsies.
Why not? Sounds fun.
Because
it actually doesn't sound fun as a process.
Well, I mean, the process, the only thing actually holding me up from this process is that I need to figure out what my password for PSO2 was.
Oh.
Because, that game was not actually released in the US. So,
yeah. So if you tried to reset your password, it'd be like...
Yeah, resetting the password is going to be a bit of a trick. I'm hoping I can maybe just figure out what my password was, but I don't remember what it was. Just period.
Oh, so I got signed up for, speaking of passwords and lost passwords, a long time ago, I was not good about passwords, so I had one that I used on a lot of things. And at some point, that became public knowledge. So my email and password combination was public. And today, I got an email, signed up, using my public email address that everybody can find on the internet because it was hacked from some forum I signed up for 1 billion years ago.
Platforming what?
Whoa. Can you make that jump?
I need to run.
Oh.
Or
you didn't do it again.
Oh, hey, there's a character we haven't seen.
Kirya. So Kirya.
Oh boy.
I think maybe you need to find a way to move the platform?
Why did you double jump when I didn't actually want you to double jump? This is...
So I got signed up for a seniors dating site. Using my email address that's, like I said, got hacked.
Yeah.
And the username that they used included said hacked password.
The username had the password.
Yeah,
in
so
it.
the username had the password that I used a billion years ago. That was hacked from some forum, like I said. So it's like, okay, well, this is some phishing attempt or something. So I just deleted it because if I tried to unsubscribe, I'm like, well, maybe I'm just confirming something that exists. Oh, hey, you made it!
I made it finally.
Welcome to this place.
Oh,
Tetris platform.
Is this just like how people get around at this school? Because that does not seem like a good idea.
No, it doesn't. It seems dangerous. It's like those people movers, like the escalators. Not the escalators. Yeah, the escalators, but they're flat.
Yeah, yeah.
Those things. It's like that.
It's like that, except that there's one-hit kill lasers on the sides.
Yeah. Which I think would make it way more useful.
No. I think you're getting useful and something that's not useful mixed up here.
Deadly?
Yeah.
Oh, can you make them shoot each other?
Oh, there we go. Oh, that would actually be really funny.
That would be great.
Ow. You know what? Fuck it. Super move. Why did you go after that character? That is not the character I was pointing at.
Yeah. Oh, hey, did you get Final Fantasy 15 ever?
No.
Well, it's cheaper now.
I'm just not interested.
Also, the multiplayer mode comes out soon.
I don't even understand the idea of that.
It's pretty much just Monster Hunter. That's the idea of the multiplayer mode. Monster Hunter. And now you know. So now you know that I was trying to convince you to get it, but also now you know that you don't have a reason to. You already did
that, and it doesn't play like Monster Hunter.
True.
Like, how Monster Hunter plays is a large part of what makes Monster Hunter Monster Hunter.
Sure. That's why it's not everything else that's like Monster Hunter, because those don't play like Monster Hunter. Exactly, anyway.
Cutscene? Oh, nope,
No,
I can move.
The game is saved.
The game is saved, that's true.
But it's just kind of like these areas with fences and lasers and you like dodging around. It just makes me think of Final Fantasy 15. So.
Okay. I wouldn't know, so. Is there a lot of fences and lasers?
Yeah, so how do you know you don't want to play it? Huh? How do you know?
I've got plenty of other games I need to play.
Well, that's true of most people that play games.
That's more true of me than a lot of other people. In terms of, like, the amount of games I have that I have not yet played that I own, that I have spent money on.
Yeah.
I own a lot of fucking games.
That's true. Can people see it behind us? Yeah, okay.
Look a little bit. That doesn't really... That's not a powerful enough indicator.
It's not. But it's an indicator.
Yeah. Like, my not up-to-date backloggery is currently sitting at 770.
Well, I have, like, 250 just on Steam.
And I have...
Probably about that.
A little under that. 200 something. Like, right about 200 on Steam. And I played considerably less of my Steam games.
Yeah. Steam games are easy to buy and easy to, like, just keep, like, have.
Yeah. But then you gotta play them at some point.
Like, Corsair has been doing PC Master Race comics, but they're not, like, saying PC Master Race. They're just using the character style of the long flowing hair, you know, that image.
Yeah.
Hey,
now missiles! No!
And one of them was like a Steam sale or whatever, and a game was like, "You'll be so glad that you picked me. I'm great. I have all these features. Blah blah blah." And then the guy's like, "Yeah, just go right through this door." And then there's like a bunch of other games in there.
Yeah. PC Master Race, it's super easy to spend your money and not play your games.
It's true.
And only play like 5 games.
I mean, I think just digital in general is easier to do that because you don't see them sitting there.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's no effort to the purchasing act.
Yeah.
Whereas with like buying physical, there's there's an actual act to it. There's an object you hold, and it just creates a more weight of like importance.
Yeah, true.
And it's not that like they're not actually more important than digital games. It's just having an actual physical object definitely feels different.
Yeah, you have you feel like you own something rather than you feel like it's there if you want it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a large part of it. Agents of Mayhem. I had a physical pre-order on that for PS4. That's the Saints Row spin-off thing. And I just recently swapped it over to getting the Steam version digitally. Or, of course, digitally Steam. Because the pre-order bonus
I keep forgetting she
for
even
the
has the
game, it's Johnny Gat from Saints Row, but it's only if you order from GameStop or Steam. I'm like, well, I don't want to order from GameStop.
I mean, I get it.
And I'm more likely, well, it's also like I was more likely to have more time played on it on a Steam version, just because eventually there will be mods for it, because that Volition, the developers, they often like promote their mod community.
Right.
So I'm like,
oh
yeah,
my God.
the PC version of this is the way to go, just because
Perfect
of
art,
eventual mods. And it comes with the extra DLC that I wanted right off the bat.
Why does that not seem like it's working?
Nope.
Oh, there we go!
There we Kill that robot.
There we Snipers need to not run towards the thing they're shooting? Why did they come over here?
I do like how they try to, like, create more space visually in their levels, or in their little sections, by putting pictures of other areas on the walls.
Wow!
Or, you know, windows on this one, with windows and a picture of...
Yeah.
It's like, wow, look at all that. Look at all that depth.
Yeah, there's a character in that picture, too.
Yeah.
Oh!
But it just adds visual depth when you're not standing right next to it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Nope.
And it's like either that was a smart move on their port
on their port,
or I'm reading into it too much.
I'm pretty sure that was likely. They knew they didn't want to just have bare gray walls, you know.
Yeah. But I mean, bare gray walls doesn't necessarily mean put a picture of another area.
No, but they probably only had so much to work with. Especially when you consider that these are likely just literal screenshots of like an earlier build of the game.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, sure, they do have a lot of textures that they just reuse, like the Restory Studios presents.
Yeah.
On every single sign or flat surface that's kind of the same shape.
I wasn't even trying to do that. Be dead now.
I wasn't even trying.
Go away. Okay.
How do you like this technique? I'm not even trying.
Boom! I like that perfect guard attack. Not enough for anything. I wouldn't bought all the like super expensive stuff first. Yeah, that's how you override a computer.
That's how I do it every time.
Why did you go after that character? I wanted you to go after the fucking sniper, damn it. Excusez-moi. That actually made me a little lightheaded.
Now this area reminds me of a Mega Quintet.
I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a good or a bad thing, because to me that's kind of an insult, because like...
To which game?
Mega Quintet. Because that's such a, like, higher budget game with a physical release from a big developer, and all the, like...
I'm just saying it reminds me of, I'm not saying...
What's the fucking word? Oh my god! The ground place that you look at that is lots of ground.
Map?
Maps! But, like, the word for, like, the physicality of the area that you would go to. Environment! The environments were really bland looking!
They kind of were, though. They kind of were.
And it was, like, it's a game that cost me, and you... Well, did you buy it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, $40.
I think it costs more than that.
More than that, then, and this is a $6 game, and the environments don't look all that dissimilar.
Well,
like,
yeah, but
that's bad on Omega Quintet, not on this game.
There's a lot more depth in that game than... You can't base it just on the environment.
Well, no, I'm not saying that the environment's the entire game, but, like, that's still pretty weak. It's actually part of the reason I didn't keep playing it. It was just really bland to look at.
Yeah, it was.
And that's not good. Like, especially in a turn-based JRPG, the visuals need to be, like, you need to be like how the way the game looks, because otherwise it gets more boring. Because that type of gameplay is slower, more methodical. It's easy to get a bit bored of it over an action game.
True.
Like, wow, I'm just running into fucking sniper bullets. So, like, the game needs to have some good visual appeal. And that doesn't mean that it needs to be, like, constant pomp and flash all the time. But, you know, some visual appeal. And when all of your environments were this really bland gray and green and buildings that were gray and... it didn't look very great. The in-battle looked better, but even that wasn't, like... Honestly, it wasn't that visually appealing. I really wanted it to be because, like, the game had an aesthetic that was, like, the strong core of what it was. And then it didn't really deliver on it in the visuals, as opposed to Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which had a similar aesthetic of being about, you know, pop idol stuff. And, wow, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't even know.
Did you just get, like, suplexed or something?
Yeah, something.
Like, slow motion lacking animation suplex?
Yeah, that's slow motion lacking animation suplex. But that game had, like, lots of good production to the visuals. It looked really fantastic. Even though it was just as repetitive as any other turn-based JRPG.
So remember how you said you couldn't figure out what type of game I like?
Yes, kinda.
Adventure. I figured it out.
Adventure.
It's adventure. And the reason that it seems like it's like so many different things is because it's the adventure aspect.
I definitely see that.
And that's why so many of my favorite games are like open world things. Not because they're open world, just because there is this sense of adventure in them.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And it just makes it really hard to be like, does he see this game the way I see this game?
Yeah.
That because I feel like it has adventure, he would feel like it has adventure, that I would get a game for you on, like, Christmas or something, right?
Right.
When, you know, the whole bunch of group of us all buy each other Steam games.
Yeah.
Because that's an easy way to do Christmas stuff for your friends. Your gamer friends.
You know, digital, man. Buy it. Is there a way to buy...
this attack! You can't get out of it once she lands it. It's super annoying.
On PlayStation Store, is there a way to gift?
I don't know.
Because I know you can have a wish list, but...
Execute enemies 200, 100, 300. In parentheses.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, me either. Because it's not like we saw an achievement for executing 100 of them. Where, like, I could totally believe that they accidentally just put in the other numbers in the other achievements. So, like, the 300 one says 100, 200 in the parentheses.
Right. But yeah, so I settled on the idea of adventure mostly because I took a good hard look at, like, what games have stuck out to be the most and tried to figure out the unifying factor. And it really is just the adventure of it.
You can destroy the machine to get
That's why when something like Morrowind, I didn't really get into that game because there was no direction to it. There was no adventure. It was just a world that you could exist in.
Yeah, that's as a MMO reviewer I watched once put it. For some people, open world is a fancy way of saying directionless.
Yeah. But then there's a lot of open world games that have direction, and I really like those because it feels adventurous. It feels, hey, go out and do this thing. Maybe you do other things on the way, but...
To me, what it is like, saying open world, saying that your game is open world just doesn't mean shit. There's more to a game's world than the fact that it's, like, open all the time rather than being cordoned off or, you know, level-based or whatever.
Yeah.
You've got to tell me, like, what is meaningful about that open world.
Right. I mean, it's not a gameplay type, and it's not a genre. It's just kind of like...
It's a mechanic.
Yeah, it's a feature or whatever of the thing.
And another thing that I've said before is that open world does not equate non-linear. Most open world games, in fact, have largely, up to in the past have largely been linear in how you actually progress.
Yeah.
Through like the main story.
Look at the Ultima series, even.
Yeah.
Some of what people that like open world games that are familiar with them anyway would hold up as like this is why I like open world gaming, because you can do anything. And it's like, yeah, but there was a thing that pushed you forward.
Yeah, you can't beat the game. Well, it's like you can go anywhere and do all sorts of stuff, but you can't actually beat the game that way.
Yeah.
Like, you have to progress the story to the end of the game one way. The fact that there's other things that you can run around and do whenever you want doesn't make the game that doesn't jump up to the platform if you don't know the way. Thanks, Cam.
Cool.
Like, that doesn't... And that made me totally lose my train of thought. That was great. Anyway, my point, my bottom line is that, like, open world is not synonymous with non-linear.
Yeah.
Which is actually good. Like, that's better. Because you might want your open world game to be actually non-linear, and you might want your open world game to have a structured path to the end, but have that open option to travel around an adventure and do all these extra side things that aren't necessarily necessary.
Yeah.
That are not necessarily necessary. These interesting games are interesting.
And you know that I'm
repeating myself like fucking crazy.
You know that I'm a big fan of Saints Row 2.
Yeah.
More than the others. And that's because...
That's the only one we played together.
That is the only one we played together. I mean, like, I really do like 3, 4, and Get Out of Hell as well. But it took me a little bit to get used to it because it wasn't what I was expecting. And that was because they changed it. And what they changed wasn't just the location. They improved the gameplay. They changed the location. But the new location doesn't have anything going on in it. And that's why it's so
they didn't hit?
It's like an open world sandbox game, but the open world sandbox is empty and it just serves as like filler between doing things.
Yeah, when your open world feels like little more than a hub, that could have been replaced by a menu taking me to the actual stuff.
Yeah,
like that's not a good open world.
Yeah, and I mean, in the case of these games specifically, it actually goes back and forth between moving you from location to location through story, like cutscene. Here, you're at this place, and then the cutscene dictates that you go over there, and you're there now.
Yeah.
Which, that would be perfectly fine in Saints Row 3 through Get Out of Hell, because the location, like, traversing through the cities in those ones doesn't do anything. It doesn't bring anything on its own. Granted, it is fun to, and the reason I like 4 more than 3 is it's fun just to explore that city because of the fun mechanics that they've given the characters in 4 to make up for that. In 4 you can fly, kind of. You have super speed.
Yeah. You're playing Crackdown now.
Yeah, in 4 you definitely are playing Crackdown. 4 is just Crackdown, but better. That's really what it is.
There you go.
Saints Row 4 is just a better Crackdown. It's like, well, maybe not better, but Saints Row 2...
It's a newer Crackdown, if nothing else.
Yes, Saints Row 1 and 2 are like more comedic Grand Theft Autos.
Yeah.
3 is kind of... a more comedic Grand Theft Auto as well. But 4 is really just a more comedic Crackdown. So it's off of a different base than what the first 3 were.
Shit, the combo didn't come out.
And that made it work better for me.
Oh shit, that's different. Oh shit.
What's up? This thing?
Yeah, I didn't know about that. Oh my god, aerial fucking combo. Oh my god. Fucking 10 out of 10. Favorite game. Fuck. I said it in Shaolin Monks and I'll say it in every other hyper action game. Fucking, you give me that fucking aerial combo shit and I am in. You have won. You have won me, sir. That is, yes.
Are you suggesting that this game is a sir?
I am suggesting...
Or that Story Studios is a sir. A single sir. One sir.
Okay, let's see there. 1, 2, 3. Oh!
Okay, now that's attacked many times.
I like this game. Where's this guy? Nowhere. Okay. It was just broken. I like how suddenly we're on like big floating in the sky wooden like scaffolding.
It's like you went to someone's Minecraft level.
Yeah, I know. Like what? What's going on? Oh, damn! I was trying to do that big new combo.
It's like Tarzan's Jungle Adventure at Disneyland. It's just like go up in these trees with stairs. They end in Z. That's why I'm saying that was.
Yes! God damn, this is fun. Ah, this is. I'm actually super happy because I was just saying to my buddies on Discord recently, they're like, "Oh, I need to play a new game because I just finished Breath of the Wild."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, I really, I need to start playing, put another game in and have it be the main game I'm working on, right?"
Yeah.
But like, I didn't really know what I felt like. I'm kind of still feeling like in the mood for a JRPG, game, like an actual slow, methodical RPG, long-winded thing. But then like, I was also like, one of my friends was like, "Well, what haven't you played in a while?" I haven't played like a Devil May Cry game, like a hyper-action game in a while, right?
Yeah.
So like, I kind of feel
Which is
like
weird because that's kind of what you're known for.
Yeah, that's what I'm known for. But like, I was thinking like, man, I'm kind of in the mood for both these things. Man, I really can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 3. Nothing plays quite like Kingdom Hearts. Because it really...
Did you read my mind, though? Because I was like, oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts is the other thing.
Maybe I did. Like, we've been doing this for a long time. We know each other's, like, thought processes pretty well at this point.
I'm 2 days away from retirement.
You're fucked. Like, I hate to break this to you, but you're fucked.
I'm gonna leave here.
Do the big one. Yeah! Boom!
I'm gonna leave here. I'm just gonna die like right outside your door.
That's gonna suck, man.
Yeah. Woo! And it's gonna. It would be even worse if that actually happened.
Please don't.
I'm gonna try not to.
I'm not trying to let that happen. But like, sometimes you don't control these things.
I'm gonna do my best to not have that happen. But this is a very interesting video memorial if it happens.
Also, I love how we somehow went from, man, I really want to play some Kingdom Hearts, to, now if I die, would I leave your apartment today? Like, what?
That's just how it goes. I'm gonna sit on some exploding toilet, and,
What?
That is a reference to Lethal Weapon 2? Lethal Weapon 2.
Oh, it's been so long since I've seen a Lethal Weapon movie. And even longer, I think, since I've seen National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon.
Oh, I've seen that more recently than a Lethal Weapon movie, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to just like go back and watch a bunch of those old comedies I haven't seen forever.
I was visiting my parents, and they have satellite, so they have like a bunch of movie channels too. And I was like, okay, Loaded Weapon's on. Huh, weird. So I watched it.
Weird.
So I watched it, being the fan of Samuel L. Jackson that I am.
Oh, god damn, this is fun. I'm sorry, like, I found the aerial combo, got that big flashy combo, these fucking executions, like, oh my god, this game is a lot of fun. This is what I want in a hyper action game right here. And it's $6 and it's got amazing English and just hilariously trope-tastic character designs, and I love it.
You should make a serious video about this.
Oh man, this is so...
And by serious, I mean pretty much what you're saying right now.
It's just me right now just gushing about...
Yeah.
Like, well, this is like what I intend my if I ever get off my ass and make it review show to be like.
Just do it.
It's just me gushing about games I love.
Just do it. You got this
so
better camera now.
Yeah, I have a certain aesthetic I'm going to shoot for, and I need to get a few more things. I also need to get a new job and a schedule, like an actual schedule.
Well,
I mean, plan around.
Okay. Well, that's the beauty part of making recorded content rather than live streaming content.
Well, yeah, but like even then, I need to actually be able to set aside time when I'm performing the recording.
Yeah.
And like I'm a habitual person. I'm a person who makes plans in advance generally. Like, but because of my job, I haven't been able to do that for the last fucking year now.
Year and 4 months.
Yeah, year and 4 months now, and it's really pissing me off.
I looked at your LinkedIn profile today.
Oh, am I going here?
I think it's where you came from.
Man. Cotton Eye Joe. Where did you come from?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
You, in this case, are Cotton Eye Joe.
You
did this.
You did this to my woman.
Oh man, Fun Rangers. With the Rolfing.
Yeah. Like those people that are the Rolfing thing, and they have that Rolfing game we were talking about.
Yeah.
We really like them. They're funny as hell.
Blame Society.
Blame Society Productions. Like, they're good stuff. They did Chad Vader. That's probably the one thing you'll just know off the top of your head.
Yeah, that was a big one. I think they do, like, boring podcasts now, though. I don't know if they're boring. I think they do podcasts now, though.
You asshole! Blammo! Kablamo! Fucking having fun with the video games.
Killed Enemy 200. And for some reason that picture had a 500 on it.
Did it?
I think so, yeah.
Good. This game is just giving me more of what I want.
This is the game.
To the... Oh, damn, I didn't get the timing.
Now, if only it had the combo rankings in real time, it'd be perfect. Maybe some character customization.
Dude, some character customization. That would be amazing. There are multiple playable characters. Like I said, every human opponent, as far as I know, is a playable character.
But multiple playable characters and character customization.
God, that would be amazing. Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah, going back to digressing really hard back to the Kingdom Hearts thing, like when I thought about that, it just made me realize like how badly I need Kingdom Hearts 3. But like, I'm patient. I'm a patient man. I'll wait. Like, I got tons of other games. If anything, and I can always just replay Kingdom Hearts 2. Because that's the one that, like, really pinnacleized the gameplay of the series.
Yeah.
But, like, nothing plays quite like Kingdom Hearts. Nothing actually matches up full-on, like, proper equipment and weapons, and they actually do different things, and you can build the character in different ways. But is also a hyper-action combat game. Like, nothing else really does that at all. And the things that kind of like try to do it, it's like the equipment and different stuff. It's just statistics. It's just numbers, underlying numbers. Whereas the stuff in Kingdom Hearts tends to have like a lot more directly noticeable, meaningful application.
I was actually going to say that Final Fantasy 15 leans that way. Like it's like halfway between that and a standard RPG.
This is... No, not settings. Check them by skills, please.
Buy some more skills, man.
Just buy all the skills. Holy shit. Oh, yes. Make my aerial combo better. Oh, my God.
I mean, okay, so to really get down to it, though, this game reminds me a lot of a game that you dislike.
Which one?
Lollipop Chainsaw.
Want to know what my immediate difference is? That game was slow. Slow as shit. I couldn't live. Like, maybe it picked up pace later, but what I played of it, the combat was not fast and hyper. It was clunky. And then
it was methodical. It was.
Yes, but not in a good way to me.
It was heavy.
And that wasn't good for what it was trying to be, because it really was just a hyper action game, but it was slow. Yeah. And then, like, it took the speed and control away from you even more, because every time your chainsaw hit more than 2 zombies, it did this big dramatic slow-mo of you hitting them. And it was like, this game was clunky and slow enough already, and now you're literally just, like, slow-mo wasting my time.
Yeah.
And it's not even interesting looking. It's just zombies. I don't care.
But see, that's why I liked the game. Because it made me feel the way that you feel when you play one of these.
I mean, okay. I totally understand that.
Because I was able to keep up with it better than some of the quicker ones, some of the ones that are more fluid.
Yeah, no, I understand. I get that, and that works for some people. For me, it doesn't work.
And also, going back to Final Fantasy 15 for like the 30th time right now.
Yeah, that's fine. You like the game, man.
That's why I like that combat system, is because it looks cool. It looks like you're doing really cool things, but it's easy to do, easy to keep up with.
Okay, that's one hit less than I was trying to do.
Which is You know, interestingly enough, a lot of people that I've talked to that didn't really enjoy that
cutscene.
Oh yeah.
Such amazing battle performance.
That's a dude too.
Yeah,
this one's actually a dude.
Okay, I thought that was a girl in the load screen as well.
Yeah.
So like, okay. I'm just not even sure anymore.
He's a dude. She's a dude.
We're all dudes.
That's
okay, you
cool.
can't launch boxes.
Yeah. Can't launch boxes?
Boxes. Ah, okay.
Launch box? What's in your lunch box?
Okay, seriously?
I did not hit her.
I did not. Okay, hold on. This is... Boom! Look at that damage!
Come on. This is bullshit.
Why is this not working?
I did not hit her. I did not.
I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Why is this suddenly not working?
I want to see that movie. Not The Room.
The Disaster Artist.
Yeah.
You're like the fourth person that I've directly heard say that to me.
I probably said it before to you already, though.
Probably. I think you have. But, like, I just find it amusing. Like, what?
I mean, I've seen The Room.
You know what?
You've seen The Room. Why is this person throwing Rubik's Cubes
Screw
at
you. Super move! It's not going to kill, is it? Oh, it did! Nice!
Rubik's Cubes.
Ironclad. This was Ironclad.
Yeah, that was Ironclad.
It's really right to choose you. Bye! I like the teleport energy after they fell backwards off the platform.
It's so you think that they didn't teleport, but they did.
They totally did. The second level, Training District. Why was the Training District not the first level?
Because that was the school.
That seems like a weird... You think the school... I don't know. Just me. That's just me. I would have thought that the school would be the second district.
Cool. Well, that was not.
Also, I got another A. So, the school probably likes me.
Yeah, you're doing well.
I'm getting those A's.
You're not getting straight A's, but, you know, whatever.
I've gotten 2 A's in a row.
That's true.
So far, it has, in fact, been straight A's.
All right, yeah.
I mean, is it not?
No, that's accurate. That's accurate.
Or was that a joke that I didn't get?
No, that's accurate. No, you're getting straight A's.
Okay.
You're going to go all the way through with straight A's. Maybe you'll get an S, though. Then what? That's not even a grade.
It's not even a grade. No, it's not. I mean, it's not a school grade.
It's not a school grade.
It's a video game grade, though.
You know,
by golly gee willikers.
Food that is school grade may be lower quality than food you would normally buy at the grocery store. Maybe. I'm not saying it is.
It's not grade A?
It's
the stuff but you want to go get the grade A?
The grade A, yeah.
Stuff at the store? Okay.
Alright, so